there, Scorpio. Welcome to my channel, A Scorpio's Journey. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Kenya. I am a Scorpio sun, a Scorpio moon, and a Pisces rising. I recently received a calling to share my intuitive guidance and interpretations of tarot with other people. And so here I am, here to offer tarot guidance and support to any Scorpio who needs it, as we all travel through our transformational journeys. Now, I've been personally using tarot for many, many years as a journaling tool. And, you know, I've really grown to love the inspiration the cards bring to my emotional and spiritual well-being. Now, I have to say, though, that I'm not in the medical profession, I'm not in the legal profession, I'm not in the financial profession, and I'm not a licensed counselor of any kind. So, and also, I do not sell personal tarot readings or anything else. I'm just rising to a challenge that the universe put out there for me, and I hope you'll join me as we build this community. So if the messages resonate with you, please consider subscribing to my channel, as well as liking and sharing the video. So this is just for Scorpios. You know, I really want to be able to go deep into the transformational journeys that I know we like to have. So with that, I will be doing weekly general readings, but I'll also do monthly readings covering all aspects of our astrological chart. So each month I'll do a separate reading for every house, from the first house to the 12th house. So let's get started. This reading is for January, but we're going to focus on the second house of money. It's a general reading, so not all of the messages will be relevant to you, but I honestly believe that there's something for everyone in every message. You can see here, we've got the card from the Black Moon Astrology deck, and I will be putting the names of all of the decks that I use in this reading in the description in case you want to purchase for your own. But this is number 26, the second house of owning, it says. This is the house of Taurus. You know, it says owning here, but, you know, I call this the house of money. And it's really just all about, you know, what you own. It's about your money. It's about your business affairs. And it's about establishing a foundation, a solid foundation. It's also about creature comfort. So if you think about, you know, your five senses, everything in the material world that sort of, you know, activates your five senses. It's about the finer things in life, having a cozy house, having good food, having beautiful art in your house. It's about listening to good music. So again, all of those things that are kind of focused on the five senses. It's also about your talents, you know, your skill sets and what you have to offer the world. And then it's also about your personal values and your personal morals. It's about your self-esteem. So all of these things sort of make up the second house. And the cards that we're going to pull today, we're going to look at and consider all in the context of the second house. So let's get started. I'm going to get started by pulling a couple of oracle cards, a few oracle cards. We'll use a few decks. This is the Spirit Animal Wisdom deck that I'm using here. So we'll pull just a couple cards from this and see what we get around the second house of money. Happy holidays, Scorpio. I hope you were able to spend some time with friends and family, people you love, doing things you love. Hope you were able to have some good food, all of that good stuff. So we've got squirrel. It says spiritual maintenance. Be your own caretaker. So that definitely kind of speaks to me. It says spiritual maintenance, but when I think about squirrel, I am definitely thinking about resources and what we're putting away for a rainy day or for the winter time. Because as you know, squirrels, they will gather the acorns in the spring, in the summer, all in preparation for winter time. So be your own caretaker. And let's see what, else the cards will say just around overall resources. And then we've got monkey, inner child. Don't take life too seriously. Wow, I love that. And again, it's kind of think about this in the context of the second house. To me, this monkey inner child energy could really be just around, that creature comfort idea that we've been talking about. Make sure that you're doing things to activate all of those five senses in a fun way. That's beautiful. And then, I also feel like, yeah, I think that's all I want to say for this one so far. Let's continue to kind of pull some messages. So now I'm looking at the Sacred Destiny deck. Ooh. We'll pull a couple of cards from this deck. With that squirrel energy too, I get the idea, just don't be relying on anybody else, for your resources. It's all about you, Scorpio. And I think this is true just of our, our sign anyway. We don't rely on other people. But this is, the ability to take care of yourself. So we've got wonders here from the Sacred Destiny deck, wonders. So hopefully you guys can see these cards. And then from the bottom of the deck, I pull blessing. Wow. Well, how beautiful is that, Scorpio? So, wonders, to me, when I think about, that kind of energy, I think about things that are unexpected. I think that about, successes and material things coming into your world from the divine. So, I just think this is about opportunities for you. And then too, it's about, the law of attraction too, I think. Just, the more you embrace the ideas of wonders and, good things coming into your life, the more you'll receive them. And then I also think it's about letting go of expectations just in terms of how wonders might appear in your life. So, again, when you set expectations about things, then it limits the opportunities that are available to you. So, let's, get in a mindset that wonders can truly happen to us. But then how they happen to us, let's leave that up to the divine. I mean, honestly, this card says to me, like, if you believe, then, anything is possible. And, you are being, blessed by the divine. It came out with this blessings card, which I think is beautiful. There are your spirits, there's guides, there's universe, there's the divine that's looking after you right now and are bringing blessings into your life. So I'm going to pull a couple of the cards from this money deck. I think that's very appropriate given the second house of money. And that we're looking at this and wanting to kind of get some messages around that. So let's see what we, don't be, afraid to, just, I know that, we always want to put a little bit away for the rainy day too, but it's okay to splurge a little bit too sometimes. I'm just thinking about that squirrel card and resources and putting away for a rainy day, but it's okay to have a little vacation fund too, or a little play fun. So you put away for a little bit for the rainy day, but then you also have your second fund that allows you to, have some fun and the ability to bring out that inner child. Okay, and then we've got here new money. So it says something new you've been working on will be very profitable. You should consider creating a new source of income. Or if you have a money-making idea, do it. So that's very nice. I like that. We'll see if we can get some more messages around that from tarot. But then we also have life purpose here. So you will have new ideas and inspirations that will guide you to your divine calling. What is meant for you will not leave you as long as you continue to push forward. And then it says, ask for what you need and things will align for you to carry out your vision. So I really like this, Scorpio. I feel like that, just putting the cards down here. For some of you, you may be thinking about starting a new business or a new side gig. It's got something to do with a true passion that you have, as I'm sort of really connecting with this life's purpose card. So if you've got, an idea, some passion that you've been thinking about, I think now's a good time, especially with the new year, to consider how you may be able to generate some income from that. And two, that, I do think aligns very well now that I'm thinking about it with this squirrel energy that says, be your own caretaker. So, there's an opportunity potentially for some of you to start your own business. And it's going to be something fun. Something that I think you just really, really enjoy doing. And I do think that, the universe is really, really ready and interested in co-creating and doing this with you. I think you've got some protection around you. You've got spirit in your corner. And, with that positive mindset, believing that anything can happen, anything, is for you. Not anything is for you, but, if you believe that good things will come to you, and that you have the right to have good things come to you, then they will. And with this potential new money-making adventure, I think there is good prospect for you. So this is the Druid Tarot deck that I'm using right now. It's really awkward. It's huge. I mean, I think I have regular sized hands, but this deck is super big. So I'm going to pull just a couple of overarching messages from this deck. Again, sort of focusing on the second house of owning. So hopefully you guys can still see these cards. Looks like everything's in good view. I might maybe even move this over a couple so we can make room for some more cards. Okay. So we pull the Hermit. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. So this is interesting. So yeah, I mean, I feel like this is, definitely an opportunity to explore and really to think about your life's purpose. So we've got the Hermit card here. We know, the Hermit is really all about, self-reflection, going within. It's about soul searching. It's, you're just taking some voluntary time out to connect with your soul's purpose, your life's purpose. I mean, I think these two cards are very, very related. And it makes sense, again, given where we are right now. We're heading into a new year, and you're wanting to have, take some time out to reflect. But, in the context of the second house and money, I think you're wanting to really think about and think hard about how you can sort of, align your inner purpose, your life's purpose, your soul purpose with some opportunity to to make some money. And, you know, we've got the King of Wands here, and, you know, he's the king, king of the entrepreneurial spirit. You know, he's the self-made man, right? So he's put together many a business. He's a visionary. He takes his passions and he inspires people to believe in what he believes in, and then he turns around and he makes money. He is a dynamic leader. He's ambitious. You know, he's all about freedom and just being out there. This is not a behind the desk guy. He likes to be out there. He likes to be out in the field, out in the world, making money. So I wonder, you know, again, I just think that there is something that you're thinking about, that it's on the, now I don't want to say that it's on the lighter side, but I think it's, you know, there's something that here that you love doing, Scorpio, and you're wanting to figure out how to make money from that. So I'm going to pull a few cards now here from the, I think this is a Marchetti deck here. I'm just going to pull these up here and see if we can make some room for the main tarot cards. I think that works, right? Yes, looks like it works to me. So I do think this is a Marchetti deck here. Again, I will write the names of the decks that I'm using for this reading. I love this reading. I know us Scorpios, we are all about making our money. And, you know, we're in a period right now where everybody's got a gig. Everybody's doing their own thing. Scorpio, you know, whether people are being influencers, social media influencers, or being YouTubers, or, you know, life coaching or financial coaching or whatever, you know, to me, it's just really the age of the gig and the gig worker, and everybody doing something that they are passionate about, and also that they can, you know, help the collective. So, you know, I think too, we're in a time where we're all wanting to help each other and bring each other up by the bootstraps. So I do think that you're looking to see what you have to contribute to the collective, how you can help people, but again, you know, how you can translate that into money. So we're starting off here with the Two of Wands. I like to cut the deck and see what we get from there. And then we've got the Four of Swords, the Magician, wow. We've got Justice, the Knight of Swords, and Judgment, wow. So I am really still getting this this idea about co-creating with spirit, and you know, you're being really divinely guided right now. I'm looking at this Two of Cups, and I know that generally the Two of Cups is, you know, might be about a romantic relationship or love or something like that. But overall, I do feel like it's, you know, to do with partnerships. And, you know, given the other cards that we've got on the table, I think this is a partnership with the divine. You know, I honestly feel like this is, you know, the universe wanting to manifest something with you into the material world. Now, we've got the Two of Wands, and it's anchored by Justice. But the Two of Wands is all about planning, planning for the future. So this person here has, you know, is at a crossroads, right? So he's standing in front of sort of two potential paths that he might take. And he needs to make a decision about what path to take. But before he does that, you know, he's really sort of in this planning phase. He's taking in information. He's researching. He's making the plans, figuring out what he wants to do and what he needs to have to be able to do it before he decides which one of these paths to take. But what I love about this card, though, it's self-initiated change. Like, no one is, making you go down this path. No one's making you decide which path to take. This is all about you, Scorpio, and it's about you wanting to get out of your own comfort zone. And it's supported here by the Justice card, which, is really all about balance. It's about truth. It's about, harmony. It can be about legal issues. I just don't get that here in this reading. But I do think, to some extent, when I look at this, I'm getting, this is Libra energy, by the way. And then we've got Virgo here. If that means something to somebody, but I don't know, when I'm looking at this card, I'm getting a sense of you're sort of learning from your past experiences, especially as it's underneath this Two of Wands. So you've got a lifetime of wisdom and experience behind you, Scorpio. We definitely like to collect lifetime experiences. And when in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, this person is looking out at the horizons and has the world in his hands. This is a different interpretation here, but the fact that person has the world in his hands means he's lived life. He's been successful. He's got experience behind him. And he's using all that he's learned in his planning phase as he decides what he wants to do. And I do think also there's, some thought here around, as you are thinking about your next move, Scorpio, again, I think this is about work and manifesting something, making some money. But as you're thinking about your next move, I think you just need to be very clear about your motivations, why you're doing it, and very clear around your intentions, what you want to do and what you want to get out of it. Because this is this Justice card too is it's a card of karma. In fact, you've got two cards of karma here. We'll talk about the Judgment in a little bit. But this is a cause and effect, right? What you do comes back to you. And so I think you need to just be honest and truthful, around your motivations and your intentions as you're thinking about this particular new path that you want to take. Now we've got the Four of Swords. This is a sort of a smaller energy to me, but similar to the Hermit card. So this person is taking a step back. The Four of Swords is really just around the idea of rest, recuperation, peace, but really, getting quiet so that you can get some mental clarity. Just an opportunity to regain your strength, needing to take a breather. And I think it's, as it sort of is supported by the Knight of Swords, I do feel like this Knight of Swords is you, because I think, you need to get ready. Scorpio, because I think you need to get yourself in the right mindset. Because once you get going, once you've done, you're done this sort of research and reflection period, you are going to be ready to hit the ground running. This King of Swords, this Knight of Swords, he's focused. He's, got his eyes set on the prize. He takes focused action. He is quick. He does not stop for anyone. He's unstoppable, especially when he has, a specific cause that he wants to go after. This guy is a go-getter. So I feel like, I don't think this is, something. I think this is your energy coming in, and you are, you know, in this sort of, you know, reflection period, research planning phase. You're getting quiet. I think you're figuring out what your strategy is. And once you do that, you are going to hit the ground running with this new project, this new passion. Now, we've got the Magician here, and the Magician says, oh my God, how talented are you? You've got everything you need, Scorpio. The Magician is all about manifestation. And, you know, he has all the skills and resources that he needs to succeed. So you can see here, he's got all of the different suits here. He's got the wands, the cup, the swords, the pentacles, everything he needs to manifest what he wants. You have all the skills you need to succeed. But you know, there's a time for planning, and that's fine. But there's also at some point going to be a time to act. The need to take action. And so, you know, let's, you know, let's figure it out, Scorpio, but then let's set a goal date, for when we are going to activate, because you have everything you need right now to be able to shape and manifest whatever you want into this world. And again, I do think that it's about aligning, you know, what you want to manifest with your soul's purpose. We've got Judgment here. And Judgment to me is all around your life's purpose. It's about you following a call. It's about, you know, potentially you taking a new direction in your life. It's about renewal, right? Transformation. It's about needing to make a major life's decision. It's about really a spiritual awakening. It's about you're really feeling like you're coming into your own somehow, and you're feeling quite powerful right now, especially with that Magician spirit. And you're wanting to align what you love, what your life purpose is, with how to manifest that into the world, and very specifically, how to make money from that. But there's a decision to be made, and if you're worried about you're not having the skills, you're not having the resources, you know, again, we've got Squirrel here. You have all the resources that you need. You are being divinely guided. I just think we need to make sure that we are have our motives and our intentions in a good place. And then also to have a plan. Now I'm going to clarify this with the Kipper deck. Clarify the tarot spread we have here. I like the Kipper deck. It, you know, helps to get really specific with some of the messages. It usually does, so hopefully it'll do that today too. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is a beautiful message, Scorpio. I think it makes sense given where we are coming into the beginning of the year. I do think you should look at the other two tarot readings I had out there. I have a reading out for the first week in January, and then I have a reading out for the first house of the self. And I think the messages are really confirming and validating in that it's saying you are really doing a life assessment right now. You're doing a deep contemplation and a reflection of where you've been so far and where you want to go. So we've got here wealthy man. I like that. Main female, change, and then at the bottom of this deck we've got official person. So you know, I think this is very confirming, Scorpio. You know, just looking at this official person, and I think we had this yesterday in the first house reading too. You know, I think of him as being somebody who has a lot of authority, someone with a lot of power. And you know, here I don't think this is someone in your life. Again, Scorpio, I think this is you. your energy. And I think this is you coming into your power. I think this is you being determined and really focused on your goals, and you putting together a very concrete and solid strategy to be able to achieve what you want to achieve. So we've got the wealthy man here, and it's sitting atop the Two of Wands and Justice. And typically the wealthy man is about someone who is successful, especially in money matters. And so, again, I think, he's, what this interpretation is, he's, the visual here is he's coming home after a successful investing day, right? And, everything's a metaphor here. And, I think this is you sort of, wanting to invest in your future, especially as it's sitting atop the Two of Wands. It could be that, there's, a partner or somebody who's very successful in business who maybe you want to partner with. That could be the case. Maybe you're considering going into business with someone. Maybe you're getting advice from someone who's in, a similar profession, or who's doing something similar to what you're wanting to do, and you're getting some advice from that person, especially as it's underneath the Justice card here. So that could be true for some of you Scorpios, but in either sort of storyline, it's a good thing. You've got people who are interested in you, wanting to invest in you, or again, if this is you, it's good that you're taking the time to invest in yourself, and really, think about what you want to do in life. And we've got number 2 here, main female. So this is you. Again, I think this is you getting quiet. Just being open to receive too. This is typically represents divine feminine energy when you get the main female, and that it's sort of sitting atop the Four of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Again, I think it's just reinforcing maybe potentially spirit, universe wanting to send you some messages. So again, an opportunity really to get quiet and to take some time out to have those come through before you start to implement your plan. I like this number 9 again, that's supporting the Magician and the Judgment card. So 9 in the Kipper deck is all about change, and it's change of any kind. So it could be moving, it could be changing a job, it could be quitting the corporate world and going into business for yourself. It could be a relationship, but I do think this is about work for you, and that it's underneath the Magician and the Judgment. So this is you making your own changes to your future, and you deciding where you want to go with your life's purpose, and how you can benefit from that financially. So I'm going to get the last oracle deck here. So this is the Keepers of the Light oracle deck. I like this deck to be able to end with some positive spirit messages. Okay, feels good enough for me. So in the comments, tell me, what are you passionate about? Do you have any hobbies or, thoughts about making money? Because it's clearly on your mind, Scorpio. Now, I know we love money. Scorpios love money. And we're very passionate. So there's something that's, you're really, really wanting to put out there, and it's going to happen for you, Scorpio. You're going to be able to figure out how to make some money. So we've got hope, love, and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Now, I love this, especially in the context of the second house and second house of money. So the second house is about, your self-esteem. And, I think this is, fitting in nicely with what we talked about, in terms of the law of attraction and knowing that you deserve, support. And you deserve support from the universe, and just recognize that it's not, the universe is not overlooking you, Scorpio. The universe is here to co-create with you, and things may not have been, working out exactly as you've wanted it over these past couple of years, or, it might not have been working as quickly as you wanted. You may have felt like the universe has been kind of looking past you as you've seen other people be very successful, but you've got your own divine worth. So, clearly from these cards, universe wants to co-create with you. And then we've got faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world. So that's just a really, really beautiful message. Well, that's what I have for you today, Scorpio. I hope this was good for you and you were able to get some insights from the message. Please, please, please consider subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and sharing it with another Scorpio who you think could hear this message. So until next time.